Grand Rising, Elizabeth. So glad to see you all. My name is Deitra Covington, and this is our Health and Wellness Show. Today is May 2nd, 2023, and I have two co-hosts who are not here at the moment, Mama Raziya and Sister Jacqueline Jones. And I want to take time to express that we need to send thoughts of healing for Jacqueline Jones. Jacqueline is undergoing some issues and, some health issues. And I just want to hold her in healing.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to do our oracle reading from our oracle goddess cards. And I'll show the first one. If you can see that. Oh, wait. It's hard to see with this virtual situation going on.
Right.
Okay. This is Iset. And she is the goddess of spiritual surrender. And this speaks to what we were talking about earlier, too. And I'll go into it a little bit more in a minute. But she is of the Nubia in Egypt, the high priestess temple, and she is of the bush element. Okay. Goddess Iset is revered as a magical healer and sorceress. She of 10,000 names, you may know her as Isis, her Greek name, or Aset, or Wuset, but was worshipped in ancient Nubia, the Sudan region of Egypt and beyond. I don't know if you all heard, some people may have heard of Aset, but when I saw that, I thought about how I've heard that name, over the years. Iset guidance is, let it all go. Say aloud now, I surrender. Can we all together say, I surrender?
I surrender.
I surrender.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
These words cast a spell. Breathe them in. Let's take a deep breath. A diaphragmatic breath. And then blow it out slowly. The embodiment is release control. Stop bonding around struggle. I want to say that again.
It bears repeating.
Stop bonding around struggle.
Mm.
And the keys to the divine. Allow spirit to carry you and fill in the gaps.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever you're uncertain, let spirit handle that. You don't have to figure it all out. Goddess has your back. Have faith in where you are at this moment. The goddess declaration is, everything I need to know finds me at the perfect time.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that again. Everything I need to know finds me at the perfect time. Okay, and I want to speak first on that one because, I had some questions about, health and what I can take. And so I called or emailed or text rather, what's her name? Kim Matheson.
Mm-hmm.
And she spoke with us about, essential oils and those kinds of things. But I called her to ask her about, a certain oil and what can I get.
Get in the stuff.
She told me.
Even though I love you to death.
Somebody's
That's life, but you can't come in here.
Okay. And so she told me, she said, Deitra, I wanted to send you some stuff or tell you about some things, but I wanted you to reach out to me first. And so you did. And I was like, wow, how is that divine? She was like, I was so glad to hear from you because I had some things I wanted to tell you. And I was like, well, thank goodness. And it was a blessing for me. And I was like, wow, so let me just say that again. Everything I need to know finds me at the perfect time, so anybody else have anything they want to share?
I just like that, the perfect timing of God, period. What you said, what you need to know, God will send it to you. You can expect it.
Right.
I was saying that when I do my calendar for the year,
Uh-huh.
I have all these things and events and, stuff I want to accomplish and goals. And then after I finish, then I lift that up to God. And I said, now, here's my intentions.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
but Holy Spirit, I give you the right to change anything to your perfect will.
Oh,
Because
wow.
I can't see what's so far,
Exactly.
And that's the peace in lifting up and really, really knowing that God will order your steps.
Exactly. There's some things appear to us that we don't even realize we needed it or whatever, but it'll come right before us. And it's like, wow, I didn't know,
Mm-hmm.
but God knows.
Mm-hmm. I look, Deitra, I look at the if I was to describe faith, is this: when he was told
Yep, to give up his son.
kill his son,
Right.
every step that he took, the ram took.
Right.
They started at the same time. The star said yes.
Yes.
And you take a step and the ram takes a step. You
Right.
take a step. Whenever Abraham, and this is my vision,
Mhm.
when Abraham said, you know what, I need to rest.
Mhm.
Lamb rest.
Right.
And
Right.
then when he was ready to get up and go, then the lamb kept going all the way to when he was standing up there and he lifted his hand to kill his son.
Mhm.
That was faith all the way up to the action of it. And then the ram stepped out. But every time he stopped, the ram stopped.
Right.
So, that's like, that could be doubt. It
Mhm.
could be.
Yeah.
It could be fear. It could be.
Sure.
Or it could be a time of rest.
Yes.
Simply. Nothing bad about it. It was just, I just need to rest. In our walk towards the divine will of God, there are pebbles, there are holes, all of that, which cause the ram to have to stop as well.
Being patient. I mean, just slowing down. We want to rush through everything so much. It's like, just slow down.
And you can't rush it.
Right.
Because of the timing, and it may feel like that, or you experience something that ain't ready. When you get there, you done ran, like, wait, like where people they be speeding in the car, speeding, and then you still both get there at the same time, you done get hit, you done cause all kind of people, getting scared and cussing you out and honking the horn, and then the light turned red and you couldn't go. So you still get
Every time.
time.
Every time. I
You
noticed
couldn't
that
get there.
now that I'm back driving, somebody, I'm going the speed limit or below, because if it's raining, I know the oil and water don't mix, so I'm not gonna play with it. And they'll speed by me and go in the bike lane, go in the bike lane and we all both get to the stop sign, stoplight at the same time. I said, I wonder, was that worth it?
Right.
Grand Rising, lady.
I'm rising.
And rising.
Great topic. The thing I've experienced that I'm having to correct myself with is outrunning the darn thing. I'm running so fast, I done ran past it, or
Yep.
I'm running so fast, I didn't give the blessing a chance to get there, and I'm just off time with it, you know. So I'm learning too. Thanks for this topic.
No, thank you for being here.
Glad.
And then because we rushed through it, right? We did not enjoy the ride.
Not enjoy the whole thing, no.
Didn't enjoy it. Can't describe nothing
Right.
because we just rushed through it. You know, we didn't even see the picture. We didn't see the dog that was sitting over there all fluffy and stuff. We didn't see the flowers and stuff like that because we were just so focused and so, you know, gung-ho and stuff like that. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Oh, good sharing. Yeah, that's important though. You know, just take our time and know that God has it. You know, that part of us that knows. Let me say the Goddess declaration again. Everything I need to know finds me at the perfect time. It's interesting. It finds me. It's not for me to go out looking for it. You know, it's gonna come to me, you know. So just relax.
Yeah, right. Chill.
Yeah, life's gonna happen.
Chill.
Right, life is going to happen. Are there any more comments?
Well, I wanted to say that okay, let me think. Did we have a car or we didn't have a car? Or somehow I had been standing at a bus stop and I had on this top that I had for years. And so Sheena and we got a ride to the grocery store.
Okay.
And I'm super focused, you know, especially when you're on someone else's time. You're super focused. I'm super focused with getting things done, getting to where I'm, you know, getting into the store, getting the things I need, putting them in the car. And I guess this gentleman got out the car and he said, "Oh, I saw you at the bus stop. I really admire your top." I didn't hear a thing. Sheena said, "Mom, Mom, he's just, you know, said your top was nice." I said, oh, thank you." I'm super focused on boom, 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 getting it done. And I said, you know, missed a compliment like that. So yeah, you got to stop and smell the roses.
Yeah. And even take one of the roses.
Mm.
Take
Yeah.
Let it walk with me.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you all for sharing so much. It gives so much to this process. But I want to actually share some things on grounding. Bring it up. Let's see. All right. Can everybody see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, I want to open and just to tell you that this information comes from the Wild Free Organic newsletter that was on August 25th, 2022. This was shared with me from Kim Matheson. I talked with her yesterday and she wanted me to share this. So, well, I wanted to share, but I got it from her, so I wanted to make sure that it was okay for me to share. And she said, "Please do it." Okay, and this is I'm reading the screen, right? Going to take this presentation. We're going to take it slow because I'm learning about this process, and the things I want to share, I'm going to have to read some things. So I want to take it slow, but feel free to chime in wherever you need to. If something, you know, a spark for you and you want to share an enlightening word or words or something, please do. Okay. Now I want to talk about a little bit of what I do when it comes to grounding thus far. I ground from time to time on sunny days, meaning let me read my stuff. I ground in my footies or thick socks in the grass. So I go out in the yard and I walk around and I stand and I embrace the sun. Normally it's sunny. And I am looking to do this on a more regular basis. Meaning if I can do this every day, I want to do it. I want to start doing this every day. And I want this presentation to serve as encouragement for you because it's some very powerful things that happen when we ground. It's called earthing too. So you can call it earthing or grounding, but it's powerful. So before I go on and get into this whole process, does anyone do this besides me thus far? Anybody?
No.
Not in particular that way, but I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Okay, good. Well, I'm going to share some information and hopefully it encourage you to maybe take time to do it more. Okay. Man, these boxes are covering my words up. Okay, grounding, how it helps. Grounding, you can connect to the earth and heal. I want to read that again because when I saw that, it really made me really appreciate grounding much more than I did before. You can connect to the earth and heal. This is a natural, free, and non-invasive health and wellness practice. No one has to give you drugs. No one has to shoot you with a needle or whatever, put something in your blood. No, it just happens naturally when you connect with the earth. Okay, grounding is as simple as placing your bare feet on some grass or going for a swim in the ocean. Now, like I said, you can do it with your bare feet, but I use some cotton socks or something that no energy can go through, which cotton or natural fabric, it'll do it. Our body's bioelectric, oh, I ain't spelled that right. Bioelectric system, which controls every cellular function, operates best when connected to the earth. That made me realize that this body of ours, you know, is not just skin and bones and all this flesh stuff, but we are actually electric. We are bioelectric. So it's things going on with us that, you know, we don't really think too much about. I don't think much about. Let me speak for myself. But that, you know, I think about always the physical. I mean, the bones and tissues and all that, but there are actually electrical signals and things going on in the body too. Put simply, connect to the earth and heal. Does anyone have anything they want to share thus far? Even does anything stand out or?
I know I definitely want to try it.
Okay.
I take that. I definitely will go and do it.
Okay, yes. Yeah, the TRI stuff, right? Okay, well, thank you. I'm glad you do. Okay, well, I'm going to continue on grounding and bioelectricity. The earth and the human body are both electrically conductive, meaning that electricity runs through us too. We are strongly influenced by our external electrical environment. The earth is conductive because of its mineral content, hydrosphere, and ionosphere, and the human body is conductive because we are made up of mostly water, have numerous electrolytes in our body, and have dedicated cellular structures like neurons and connective tissues, which easily conduct electricity. I mean, it gave me a different view of my body, you know, and I appreciated that view. I was like, wow, you know, and I wanted to define hydrosphere. It refers to lakes and oceans because just like our earth, it has a lot of water on it too. And that water, the land and the ground uses that water, so it goes through it as well. And the ionosphere is Earth's layer that contains high ions and electrons, and is able to reflect radio waves. So there's a lot of waves going around us as we sit in our rooms, as we stand in nature. There's a lot going on besides what we see with our eye, because those things we really can't see, but it's still affecting our bodies. Does anyone want to share anything? Does it speak to anybody right now?
It speaks to me because I love grounding with my children at work. It's my favorite thing to do. That's why they like a lot of the teachers will come get me to go outside with the children, because I encourage them to take their shoes off and run in the grass.
Oh, good. That
So
sounds.
we do a lot of grounding, and we do a lot of breathing at the same time. I like to bring like yoga poses outside. So a lot of times some of our children are so busy. So when we bring them outside, like that's their time to get loose, really. But some of our children, they just really like sitting and touching the grass. And when I sit, yeah, and that's kind of where it started. So I started just like, I tell the kids like I take my shoes off because I walk in my mama grass all the time. I grew up walking outside barefooted, and I learned about that in grounding, and started bringing it into the classroom because it does help.
Because I did that same thing, in my Montessori classroom. I take those children outside, so they can get in touch with nature, and they loved it. They really loved it. Being outside and understand, talking about the nature, the trees, the clouds. I mean, because we talked about, the cloud formations, they mean, it's a name for all this stuff. Yeah, so that's good. Thank you for sharing that, Ebony. Anyone else?
Well, the school that RJ goes to, yeah, that's a thing.
Okay.
Being outside constantly.
Yes.
So
Waldorf school.
yeah, so that's their thing. Outside, have the proper clothes. I mean, one time RJ, he because the mud, can be so thick. He had on galoshes, but his boots got stuck in the mud, and his foot came out, and his feet was in the mud, and he was squishing up. And you go to pick them up, and you need a drop cloth in your car because they love it. They love. I mean, we're not talking about just the smaller kids. We're talking about up to the 8th grade, mud all over, and they just. I said, "Oh Lord."
Yes,
Take that stuff to the laundromat. Don't use that in your washing machine.
that's right. It's just like how people like being in the rain. Some people love feeling the raindrops, just walking in the rain. It really is something about that, walking in the rain and all that.
I like that. I'm that person.
Oh, you
Yeah, that's a little tidbit about me. I like being in the rain. I like walking in the woods and being caught in the rain.
Yeah.
To walk back.
It doesn't bother me. Especially when I stopped straightening my hair out when it's natural. I'm like, let it come down. I don't care. It don't bother me none.
Yeah, it's very relaxing to be in an element. So I can kind of understand that, how you say that it's like an electric and we have water and all the stuff just makes sense.
Oh, good. Yes, yes. So that's something that we all should try to do, from time to time. Get out there and do some stuff. All right, let me go to my next screen. Oh, wait, no, it's the other way. I'm sorry. Okay. All righty, let's see what this is saying. Okay, grounding and circulation. We are highly insulated from the Earth's natural conductive environment. Most people are disconnected and Earth-starved. And that really resonated with me because I was like, wow, we're Earth-starved because, we're not connected with it. It's a distance between us and our Earth. Many are wearing plastic and rubber shoes, which really blocks that connection. And we walk around every day. Well, let me stop talking about weak, because I'm speaking for me. I walk around wearing plastic and rubber shoes. I do. Rubber shoes for sure. Many live and work in buildings elevated from the earth.
Mm.
Connected to the earth often reduces electrical imbalances in the body and improves energy circulation. But that's just powerful to know that, when we connect with the earth, these imbalances that we feel in our body, they don't have to exist. Those imbalances don't have to exist with us. We can improve our energy circulation. Grounding improves circulation by reducing blood viscosity to its normal level, preventing clumping of red blood cells, and the heart has an easier job pumping the blood through the body. And this really speaks to me because, a lot of our family members are suffering from heart issues. And so, just in that statement, being connected to the earth can improve that situation, the way our blood moves through our body. So that really says something to me. Does that resonate with anyone else?
For sure, it does with
Yeah.
me. And I know I just gotta rework my whole routine to make
Yeah.
sure that I'm keeping my health first, because I allow myself to get overloaded with work, chasing stuff like we were just talking about, outrunning myself, instead of pacing myself to make sure that I'm taking the steps I need for myself. And something else I realized in regard to that, keeping our muscle tone. Like
Yes.
I knew last year when I didn't walk all summer,
Mhm.
and probably the summer before last, and I'm still not walking regularly. I knew it was going to affect my muscle tone in my legs. And
Yes.
now I'm looking at, sloppy looking veins in my legs and getting tested to see, why the veins looking so loose. And I know muscle tone helps keep all that, it helps keep the blood pumping better. And it's like, Juanita, why are you allowing this? And then I'm looking at my mom, her health going down, and her talking about, she might die, and talking about it, have a seat, I might die. I know it had a lot to do with her just going from being very active, bowling in the league, regularly, and getting out and volunteering. I know it has a lot to do with her just going down and doing nothing, just sitting at home during COVID. And I'm looking like, are you really going to do this to yourself? Are you really going to do this to yourself? So,
Because I think Queen mentioned the other day, one day last week, about us sitting for 2 hours right now. We sit
it's too much.
and it's like the body is like, what's going on? I need to move.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think about that. And so even as I sit here now, I'm like, I need to maybe stand up or something. How about we do that? How about we do that? Everybody just stand up. Just get up and stand up. Move your body a little bit.
Thanks for this reminder.
Right. Get those circuits moving. All right. That was nice. My body feels better already. Oh, goodness. Okay, let me finish this thing up here.
Yeah, but thanks for bringing us these other tools,
Thank
because
you. That's
sometimes, it's a variety of things, because sometimes we kind of like routine gets old. So it's
Yeah.
good to have a variety of tools to help us stay healthy. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. Because it's helping me too, to realize that, I sit half the day thinking about watching Netflix. I need to get up and out. I don't need to sit and watch no TV shows or whatever. And by me not wanting to eat all the time, I need other things to do, you know. And believe me, getting outside would keep me from going into the refrigerator.
I was gonna say work for me, like just being at work and sitting
Oh, that's right.
still, or
Yeah.
just going riding around in my car because I'm either in the car or in the office. So just being
Yeah.
able to move feels so good. That felt so good.
Yeah, that riding around in the car. I mean, because um, taking RJ to his dad or picking him up, that's a 25-minute ride. And
Wow.
I pick him up, and then so that's an hour that I've been sitting in the car. And my daughter thinks she's slick.
Uh-huh.
She always want me to drive. So that's why I schedule where I go and how I'm not just out just willy-nilly all over the place. I strategically say, well, if I'm gonna go to the lumber yard, I'm gonna do it right before I go get RJ so that it's a round trip back home. So I'm not running back and forth and just in that car all the time. So
I mean, it's interesting to hear you talk about your car, and this is new for you. You just got your new car too.
yeah,
Trying to make sure that even though it's a blessing, you
it
want
is.
to make sure it stays a blessing for you.
Yes. So
All right, let's see here. What else I gotta say?
and I was thinking, being, having, the insurance that we do, the Medicaid and the Medicare and whatever, we have resources. We have silver sneakers
That's
and
right.
stuff. And do I take advantage of it? No.
Right.
But I think I will because
Good.
even if it's just walking, but then I'm realizing, maybe the shoes I have are not conducive to, because they hurt my feet. I mean, if I walk a lot, they hurt my feet. But they're comfortable for sure. But I think there are better shoes, like where do we go for a better shoe
Right.
it's conducive for us walking?
Right, that's true.
And
When it's like those our feet, oh my God, it's so many nerves in our feet. I mean, I think it was like 1,500 I read. So
mhm.
all those points, and it's affecting our whole body. When they're hurting, something else is affected at that time. When your feet hurt, something else is going on.
Yeah. I was
What's
talking Sunday that I needed to buy. I need to find another foot doctor because she was nice,
Okay.
but she didn't address the issues. I don't have a lot of issues with my feet. It's just that I just want somebody to listen to what I'm saying and don't just cut my toenails. And, I mean, I don't expect them to give me a pedicure, but I was expecting them to give me
Right.
just cut nails. You got to file them and shit, and I was thinking this morning when I got up, I said, I want to get a manicure, but I just want someone to, address my cuticles
Mhm.
and use the buffer. I have my buffer to just buff them to a shine. I don't want nail polish.
Right.
So, and just shape them. And I like mine's kind of square shaped. I don't like the pointy. My mother used to have pointy nails because
Yeah.
that's how she got men that she didn't want their attention off of her. Scratch them up.
But something, speaking of feet, I thought about how been to a person that really looked at the feet, massaged the feet, and it's different points on our feet that speak to the rest of our body. So it was divine. I was like, woo, that felt really good. And some of it hurt, when they were hitting certain points. I was like, ooh, that don't feel too great. And so I realized that was another issue with my body. It just hit a point in my feet that represented in my body that needs to be addressed.
Yeah, touch. Yeah, touch. There's a video. I'm not sure whether it's TikTok or Facebook. I don't know. Shows this guy. I mean, a male masseuse
Uh-huh.
who, concentrates on your feet and your legs.
Okay.
Oh my God, that looks so nice.
I bet. Miss Ebony.
When we talking about feet, I know that you mentioned something about we wear plastic and rubber shoes.
Uh,
So maybe switch, like, what other shoe can we wear? Because I do have a problem with my feet as well, and I'm like thinking that maybe the switching the shoes, or something will work.
Kim, she said she wears moccasins or leather sole shoes. And she's actually gonna make some moccasins for grounding, if you want to go grounding. But yeah, leather is
Oh, okay. Yeah, for grounding. And then you can still protect your feet, but you can still connect with the ground. That sounds good. But
Mhm.
when I was younger and Sheena went to school and I would go to work, I was wearing I got into wearing Birkenstocks, which
okay.
is like a a cork, and then the tops is leather and suede. Yeah.
That sounds real nice. That sounds
Yeah. They're expensive and they're expensive to get fixed. So, but they're a shoe that will last. We didn't used to throw shoes away, did we? We didn't you used to go to a person who fixed your shoes and you wore them for a long time. So
mhm.
that's what a lot of people do who wear the Birkenstocks, and they were comfortable. Your toes are out, your feet are wiggling. Your feet are relaxed in the shoe. So yeah.
Do you know where you can find them?
Oh, um,
Your son's gonna be going to get his hair.
I don't know if they're still there in Royal Oak, but it was I think it was like Footprints. It was a
Okay.
place where you could go in and they measured you for the right size Birkenstocks. You can get Birkenstocks on, what is that? It's Zorbo's. Is it Zorbo's? Wait a minute. I'm trying to think. It's a online shoe store that their customer service is fantastic. I
Okay.
mean, fantastic. RJ needed some boots, and I was told about this certain type of boot that was warm yet weather proof, not resistant, proof. And this lady sent him a pair of boots free.
Wow.
And wrote in there, she said, and if he outgrows them by next year, we'll give you another pair. And they did.
Isn't that something? Wow. Well, that sounds wonderful. Thank you, Evelyn, for sharing that. Because I want to get some natural shoes so I can walk, an everyday shoe. Because I know mine's are rubber. I know they're rubber and it's blocking any, my connection with the earth as I go through the day.
Yeah, my girlfriend, I don't know why she thought walking around in flip-flops was a good idea all day. She ended up like having to wear a cast, like broke a bone.
What
No,
about
yeah.
Crocs? Are Crocs plastic? Crocs?
They're rubber.
Oh,
They're
rubber.
rubber.
Okay. I
Mm-hmm.
was considering getting some. Yeah. Have you ever heard of Toms, like the Tom shoes?
I have.
Are those kind of like moccasins? But do they have like shoes? Like, I need like regular gym shoes, like
Mhm.
some more comfortable ones.
It seems like there was Birkenstocks with Mom Evelyn was talking about. They might be not I don't figure, I don't know why in my mind I don't feel them being very fashionable, you know what I mean? But they do the
You
job.
look like a hippie if you wear them, just telling you.
Oh, I hear you.
It's associated with looking like a hippie.
I don't mind that. I do.
Me either.
I want to find a good shoe expert, for lack of a better word, to come to the health fair that I'm coordinating with our church for September, because not only is there the health challenge that goes with the material of the shoes or the health benefits. Sometimes that's what we should be looking for. But
Mhm.
also the types of shoes, like, for our athletic wear, like here I am, a fitness instructor, quote unquote, wearing running shoes, doing aerobics, and it's like that's not a match because even though one good thing is it does challenge the balance, but a running shoe has that curved heel and toe, it's not
Yeah.
a flat athletic shoe. And so it's going to tend you to, propel you forward or back, and so if you're trying to stand still, that is not the shoe to have on. So I do want to get, some a shoe person or some shoe people at the health fair to help us make good choices, to benefit our health and, wellness and fitness by our choice of shoes, and help us to, to educate and actually, do a giveaway of some type too. Just in case,
That's a
just
good
in case
idea.
it should, huh?
That's a good idea.
Yeah, so if something comes across your, your radar that could
Okay.
fit that, let me know. And then I'll keep you guys posted. And of course, again, I'll mention that, any of you whose products and services have health benefits that you'd like to share, educate, inform people about, you're welcome to come to the health fair. As it stands now, we're confirming everything, and the my green materials will be out like mid-May.
Okay.
And so I'll have more information, but there will likely not be a cost for vendoring, because vendors will be those who can offer resources and services and products and giveaways. So, and the people who come into a health fair are not coming there to buy stuff. So that wouldn't be fair to a vendor. They expect them to pay something. You're not going to really make money at a health fair like we're doing. So I'll
That's
keep you guys updated.
about that. That was nice. That's nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I want you to reach out to Kim Matheson again. She's
Okay.
actually making moccasins. But
What?
yep, she's gonna make them. She's working on them, making them now.
Oh, cool. For grounding.
Yes, exactly. Yep. So
Okay. Okay. She and I have she's really a beautiful person to talk to, and we've had a chance to really talk quite a bit. In fact, she came to our church service on which was rededication day for us, where we did our communion. It was Good Friday. So yeah, she's an awesome person. Thank you for bringing her, for connecting her with us. Thank you so much.
yes, and
Can we
that,
have your information?
Yeah, can you share her information?
yeah, I'll put it in there.
Okay.
It's hard to do that while I'm trying to do this presentation, but I'll do it before we go.
Okay.
Or I can just tell you instead of doing a chat. Okay, I can give you her phone number. And
Go
her,
ahead.
say again.
I'm ready to write it down.
All right, okay, good. Okay.
Sorry about this noise in the background.
Awesome. Okay. Kim Matheson. Her number is 248-514-5659. And once again, her name is Kim Matheson. And she has been on this call before, so she would know who you are if you tell her, that you're from the Elizabeth. She knows.
Can you repeat it one more time?
Okay, all right. Okay, Kim Matheson, 248-514-5659. And she does essential oils too. So I know that's why I met with her yesterday. So she does the grounding process, the shoes, and the oils for sure. So you can ask her about any of that.
I remember that lady. I remember.
Yes, she talked to us.
She spoke about some oils at one point, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Makes sense. Okay.
All right, let's see. What's next? Okay, grounding. Okay. Grounding in the brain. Grounding improves the functioning of the brain. Let me say it again, because I need to always remember that. Grounding improves the functioning of the brain. The bioelectrical neurology of the brain is incredibly sensitive, and by stabilizing the body's bioelectrical system and reducing excess bioelectrical noise, grounding improves the brain's function. That really means a lot to me, because the situation I'm going through right now is caused by my brain. So I never even realized that this body of ours, it's so intricate, but it's so powerful. But we make it difficult to try to keep it going the way it should, when there's simple things we can do to keep it going. Okay, grounding shields you from the power grid, Wi-Fi, and cellular electro pollution. I never heard of that. I mean, I never heard that word, but the electro pollution. And now, we are a part of so many things, computers, phones, all this cellular things jumping around, and it's affecting our body, and I will say it's affecting our body, not just me, everybody. So that's something we need to make sure we remember. Okay, and that's pretty much all I want to share. But I truly appreciate having the time to talk about this, because it really spoke to me. I realized it's important that I ground or earth, because it can help me, and I never really thought about how much it can help me personally. So that's why I'm gonna get out there. And I remember I did tell you all that I talked to Jacqueline. I got a consultation, and
what happened?
it was wonderful. She shared what she did, but one thing she said, even about grounding, I didn't even bring it up. She the one said it's important. She told me that it's important that I get out and ground, earth, do grounding. And I told her that it's not really warm yet. She said, put a coat on and go outside. She said, especially if you're around water, that's going to help you even more. But just get out there, take some deep breaths, get in touch with the earth always. It'll help you. But she told me a whole bunch of other stuff too. We talked for a good little time, but it was a good consultation. It was good. Yeah.
Did you find that you were more on the right track than not?
Yes, I was more on the right track. Yes, because I had started following Yaki a year and a half ago. So I stopped the meat. I've been eating, the fruits and vegetables, and that's it. I stopped rice and all the grains. I don't do any of that stuff anymore. So yeah, so I'm on the right track for the most part. Yeah, it's a few little things I got to do now. Really working on, the different herbs. And so even talking to Kim yesterday, using essential oils, those are going to help me too. So that was nice. And those are just herbs, plant-based stuff, same thing coming from the earth. All these things are coming from the earth.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, I know rice, I limit my rice intake very much. But no grains. There's no grains you could, no grains.
No grains. No. I know it sounds like really harsh, but I'm trying to really figure out those grains, the body, sometimes it's hard. Let me speak for myself. I know when I eat those things, I feel a little heavy. My system feels heavy. So I don't, yeah, and I don't miss it anymore. But there used to be a filler. You know, when I make a meal, we have rice or potatoes or something, right? And it would fill me up, you know, but that's not my goal anymore. You know, I don't eat to be filled up anymore, you know.
I'm gonna jump in here too. If you think about societies that were grain heavy back in the day, they also exerted a lot of physical energy throughout the day with them eating grains. So if you think about it, if you're not out here, you know, working out in the sun, making bricks, or, you know, tilling the land or anything like that, if you got that extra whatever to burn off and you're not burning it off, it's going somewhere in your body, not doing what you do. So kind of think about, we don't need grains as much as you think about, as you think we do. Not if
That's a
you're
good
working out.
point.
Now, if you're working out, lifting weights, and then yeah, I may, you know, you have to do what's best for your body, but we overconsume. Look at everything that we overconsume. Everything is overconsumption. So
Yeah,
it's possible.
Yes.
Thanks for pointing that out. I also want to get a holistic nutritionist at the health fair too. So if you guys know anybody who really has a good view of, you know, food combining, how foods work for us or against us, I want to have, you know, at least one person who can share those resources, you know, on how foods are working for and against us and how to make better choices in foods for our health. Yeah.
Okay, I keep that in mind. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
thanks for
know.
thanks for pointing that out, Danielle. That I hadn't thought about that.
You know, Juanita, do you know Valanda?
Only from I've only seen her on the show, on the Grand Rising show.
Well, she does that. She does nutrition. She is a doctorate in all of that.
Really?
Yeah, because she's spoken at a few of my even earlier. I've been knowing her for quite a while. Through hair, I did her hair and stuff. So
okay, I'm gonna text you a message. So hopefully you'll be able to text me her information or whatever you can share, so that we can connect. If you just want to share my information with her, but just as a note.
I'm gonna send you her number right now.
Oh, awesome!
And
thank you.
because she's done workshops and she's also a great vendor of her products and stuff. She's
awesome.
She's vegan and she is a nutritionist.
Oh,
And
that's won't God do it? He'll put you where he wants you to be when he wants you to be there. Oh, I'm so grateful to be with you guys this morning.
That's what Deitra was saying this morning in the reading.
Yep, the declaration today. Everything I need to know finds me at the perfect time.
Perfect time.
Look at God.
Perfect. Oh, great.
Yes.
I thank God. I thank God.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, ladies.
Oh, thank you. You know, you are truly a blessing, Sister Juanita, because even last night I was thinking, I miss Juanita coming to the show.
I miss you guys too.
Came today, and I was like, oh gosh, there you go.
Look at God. Look at God.
Right.
Yeah, it's like he guided me to use some time I had on my hand yesterday. I said, Lord, I feel like I need to be talking to somebody right now while I'm driving, you know,
right?
Because and I feel like I need to be, you know, taking in some good information. And I'm like, oh, well, this is the time for the Elizabeth. What you thought? Yeah. So yeah, I'm finding those little spaces, keeping myself nourished. Because your girl's plate. I told you I'm going back to grad. Did I tell you I'm going to grad school?
Oh no, great.
Oh my goodness, going for a master's in exercise and sports science, so that I can be
really good.
Yeah, so I can be a clinical exercise physician. So that I'll be able, like, people in my class, I want to be able to give them the prescribed exercises and things for their particular conditions. And so this is what this pathway will lead me to, in addition to being able to get paid by the insurance companies, because it will be, part of people's health regimen for their specific conditions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Really nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
what?
so grateful. Thanks. I got your text. I'll mute because y'all know I can get you talking.
Okay, Sister Juanita, where are you going to school? Are you going online?
Wayne State.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
my alma mater.
Yeah. I'm so grateful and excited.
Mm-hmm. Same with Bridget. She had to step away for a minute, and now she's popped in. I keep expecting her to walk past that table though. And grab something or put something down.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, once again, I want to thank you all for allowing me to share what I did. And I hope it encourages you to do earthing and grounding, get outside and allow the electricity to move through you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but this has been fun for me. It's very much encouraging me to do more of this. So that's great.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna piggyback on you because something just never felt right with me ever since I got diagnosed being diabetic. They put the fear of God in you about walking around with shoes on all the time, and he was expecting your feet. And I understand. Trust me, I get it. I understand your blood sugars can get so high. If you don't control it, you lose sensation in your feet. Well, I'm a dancer. So I'm like, that we ain't gonna lose no sensation in my feet. Because I'm like, I gotta move. But when I start going to these clinics where they teach you about how to live life as a diabetic, it was summertime and I have on flip-flops. I'm going to wear flip-flops, okay? My feet are gonna see the sun. I will run my feet in the grass because something just don't seem so right to be constantly disconnected from the earth. That just don't sound right. And there's like, well, you can get this in your foot. You can look, Mom, and I've been getting glass and splinters and all other stuff in my feet for years prior to all this. Okay. I told her I'm not giving up my flip-flops. I'm not, because when you look up diabetic feet, they scare people to the point they don't want to do anything with their feet, and then you get buildup of skin. You get buildup of your toenails. It just looks horrible. And then all of a sudden they have to go to the podiatrist to cut their toes and everything. I'm like, but if I keep up with my stuff myself, I don't have to get to this point. But they don't tell you that. And I'm like, I'm still going to ground. I'm still going to do my workouts and stuff, everything that still require me to be barefoot, because I still need to be connected to the earth somehow. And you telling me that I can't do that for fear of the possibility of, like I said, I'll look at all that stuff. I still get my pedicures. I'm sorry. My feet they gotta stay clean. I do inspect them every day. I do clean between my toes every day. She got on me, was like, don't put lotion on your feet. I was like, ma'am, you don't have to tell me that. I put shea butter because lotion is water based. So
and alcohol based.
But think about it like this: they want us to keep shoes and socks on, but they don't want us to put lotion on our feet. So why that happens, it dries out. Your feet get dry. They start to crack. It's just, as a pedicurist, I know what happens to feet if you don't take care of them. So my thing is, I'm going to continue to ground because that electricity feels absolutely amazing. And sometimes in the wintertime when I can't go out, I'll get some topsoil and put it in the foot basins or the basin they give to the hospital, and just sit there and ground with the soil. I mean, it's the closest thing to get, because I know it's cold outside. I don't like it when it's cold outside. But I just love it how they put this fear about your feet. But then I've taken up care of clients who are diabetics, and you look at their feet, they don't do nothing because they're so afraid to do something. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, we ain't getting to that point. That's just not happening. Like, I just don't like how they put that fear, and then it's like, oh, you gotta go get special shoes. We ain't getting them shoes are ugly. We ain't getting those shoes. You still gonna see my toes painted. You are still gonna see me ground and run around in the grass and do flips and stay out in the. They don't tell you about sitting out in the sun. Now the biggest thing is, what was the thing I saw on TikTok? Do you put SPF on your feet? Now I've thought about that because my toes, I usually wear my feet out all summer long.
Okay.
So I'm like, I probably do need to start putting SPF because they get crispy. They get a totally different tone because I wear them out all the time. So I'm like, okay, we'll do that. But now it's like, oh, well, you worried about us putting SPF on, but you keep telling us to keep our feet covered all the time. Y'all confusing people. Y'all
Right.
confusing. I'm gonna do what's best for me. And like I said, I don't plan on keeping that title for too long because I know that's reversible. So I just had to, piggyback the groundingness about how some of these diseases, they confuse the hell out of people as to what they should be doing.
Right.
When the simplest thing is just go outside and be with nature. That's just the simplest thing. Just go outside and be with nature. And if you feel like you want your toes to run through the grass, let your toes run through the grass. If you feel like you want to be naked and roll in the grass, go ahead and be naked and roll in the grass. So
you said the key thing simple, and that's what I'm realizing, that we need to go back to doing things simply, instead of making this difficult, do simple stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, y'all know that sometimes God calls on us and allows us to experience challenges because he knows that we're going to find a way to overcome them, and that he's going to be able to use us to help others learn to overcome them. And so, Danielle, I know this is probably kind of like a natural for you. You're going to be sharing the tools that come into play to help you get to that point where this diagnosis is behind you. And one of the things I'm thinking when you mentioned about, I'm going to put my feet in some potting soil, if nothing else, that may be something to be developed even, so that, those of us who are indoors can have, a grounding pot or something.
Right.
With plants growing, and getting the nutrients, the whatever, simulated as close to being outside as possible, just something to think about. But yeah, I'm excited about your challenge. And people look at me like I'm crazy, like, okay, breast cancer is a
But
blessing.
you know what? Most of my elders be doing some crazy things, and I'm like, they just do it unapologetically. Like the elders that suggest, that you get sun in your bum hole, that you actually,
wow.
that's a way of, or I have elders that I've heard it before, letting your vagina get some sunlight, being able to lay back, and let the sun hit the parts that don't normally get sunlight.
Wow.
It actually helps regenerate some things. And I'm like, that sounds crazy, but when I lived in the loft over there, I did it. I was like, ooh, skylight. Let me see how this works.
Right.
Because everything, like my aunt got into, she asked me if my products were FDA approved. I was like, no. And she was like, well, why aren't they? I'm like, do you know what the FDA approves? Like, the FDA is not the one all be all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see people who follow the medical community 100%, and they just continuously get worse. And so I'm just like, some people gonna have to put away some beliefs that they heard or that they're listening to, because it's just the conditioning that's like, this ain't working, or this is not working.
I heard about the sun on the vegeta from At Peace years ago, and she said, I said, well, where do you do? I'm thinking, where do you do that?
You got to find the privacy place. But you know what? I also had, now I really would love it. I know I'm working on this retreat for us, but there was one of the Shakti souls, Kathy. And I think if you remember Kathy went on a retreat, took a folding chair with her out into the woods and sat there and got naked and just spent some time in the sun in the woods. on whatever retreat that she was. And I remember her telling me that story, and I was like, okay, well, it does make sense. We don't get enough sun. We are so scared about how we look and who's thinking what, and oh my God, there's nakedness, the evilness of it all. You know what? And I remember in Peace being at a sister circle, and she just got topless because the sun was so beautiful, and then nobody cared. And I'm like, you know what? We just need to get to our spaces where we can do stuff like that, and just nobody cares. Maybe we can kick Charles out his house for a second, just go over Mama Razia's and just
Right.
woosah, you know, like,
Right.
you know, we need those spaces where we can be one with the nature, like really be one with nature, and like just relax and just don't look at it. And if you see somebody doing what they do, don't be like, oh, they weird. No, they doing what they need to do for their body.
That's true. That's true.
So Queen Aduni, when we get the building, we need to know where that spot is. On the roof.
On
I
the
never
roof.
thought about that. Yeah, have a flat roof and have a space where you can go up there and just Queen.
Feet up in the air and
Yes.
Yes.
And face the sun.
Yeah,
let
book
the
your
sunshine.
yeah,
Let the sunshine in.
yeah, book your
Let that
private
be a
time.
roof. If that's a rooftop garden, then that'd be amazing, because then you have the earth like right up there with you with the sun.
Mhm.
That would be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm ready. I'm so ready to just yeah. And I just saw a video that people who are diagnosed as being diabetic, it may not even be diabetes. Some people do naturally have natural high blood sugars in their blood just because of how they are genetically built.
Yeah,
And
Yes.
I was wondering about that.
yeah.
and there's another, it's another, not a disease, but it's another ailment that's not diabetes and it's not high blood pressure, but it mimics both. And I'm sitting here like, oh, this could be me right here. We'll check this out. And they said the doctor's not going to test for it unless you ask for it. I was like, you know what? See, this is why they don't like things like TikTok and Instagram, because people share all the information that they don't want you to know. And you know, and I'm like, okay, because yeah, I'm like, we ain't going down this rabbit hole. We just not.
Speaking about feet in dirt, I wonder, feet in the red clay of Georgia. I can have Sheena's dad send me some red clay.
Right.
Send me some clay. He gonna think he said, "Oh, y'all howling at the moon." That's what he says about us, that we howl at the moon.
Tell them we do. Tell them we can't too.
I think that would be good.
Oh, you know what?
You know, for summer.
Because you know, not the week after the conference, I actually have Motown Witch on, so that's gonna be an interesting conversation right there. We're gonna have a witchy conversation.
You know, and I mean, speaking of women, I mean, I'm sorry, this just crossed my mind. You know, there were times when we can actually control our menses. You know, we didn't have to go through all the periods and all that. We didn't have to. And I was like, whoa, that was new to me. I had never heard that before. But we caused that to happen. I was like, whoa, okay.
Well, I have heard that through diet and lifestyle, a woman's cycle does not have to be 7 days of agony. With the right diet, it could be only anywhere between a day or two. But you have to be eating like extremely meatless and living a stress-free lifestyle in order for that to happen. And you know, a lot of women, they're not doing that.
I heard that what causes that, you know, is the you know, the gluten, not the gluten, but the you know, dairy is what causes, you know, stay away from dairy. You won't, you know, be so in such pain. 1 year, my toenails on my right foot got thick, and that was because I was wearing shoes and socks all through summer because I was out and about, and that's what I was comfortable with. And So I realized, and after I've been over Sheena's house for so long, I walk around barefoot a lot, and that condition subsided. I still have a couple of nails, and I'm working on them to get them back to normal. But yeah,
I'm glad you figured out
we,
how to deal with that. That was nice. That was great.
oh yeah. Oh shoot. And Danielle talking about walk. When I was younger, I stepped on a nail. I
Mm.
mean, you know, yeah. I like walking around barefooted.
I like walking about barefoot too. Like I've stepped on nails, I've stepped on glass. The thing for me is glass. But I've always been able to get stuff out. I like I said, in the summertime, my toes are always out. I'm like thong sandals. Like I said, this white woman, you're not gonna dictate to me fashion. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm just not gonna do it. I'm like, I've seen those orthopedic shoes, but hell no, no, no.
Well,
We
you
talking
and
about
Sheena are kindred with the pedicures and manicures, and she I'm gonna tell you, um wearing Birkenstocks
Mm-hmm.
in the winter with socks on.
Okay.
That was a thing at Waldorf. All the Birkenstocks. You have it on your socks, but you wore your Birkenstocks. As long as it wasn't a lot of snow or whatever. But and
Right.
they started doing that too.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into it because I get these one pair of rubber gym shoes that I wear all the time, and I'm like, I don't connect with the earth when I'm wearing those every day, every day.
Mhm.
So if I can give me some shoes that can help me connect with the earth, that's gonna be great.
Yeah, I just started to have a house shoe collection, and it feels weird because I'm just used to wearing nothing on my feet. But we got carpet, vinyl flooring switched out for carpet, and so it got colder. So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I have to wear house shoes because it's cold. I feel the coldness, and we're on the ground floor, so it's cold. That concrete is cold. So I've gotten to wear flip flop. But when I'm sitting at the desk and I'm working, I'm not wearing any shoes. When I do my yoga, I'm not doing any shoes. I'm heavy into doing my own reflexology, putting essential oils on my feet, rubbing my feet. I like touching my body. I don't know what nobody else, but I'm like, if I can't get to Dr. Nicole or I can't get a massage, I'm gonna rub whatever instinctively I need to touch on my body to actually get some relief, especially going through that sciatica situation, which I still got to talk about. And when Dr. Sunzi said that she's helped people who've been in pain for 10 years, I experienced that sciatica for a week. And I was like, hell no. How in the world people will walk around in pain for a year, 5 years, 10? I can't do it. I can't do it. I know I did take a shot of the shots of the pain meds and the muscle relaxant, but I haven't touched any of the medication since.
Okay.
So a lot of it was a lot of stretching and just really getting back in touch with my body. It's like, okay, my body's like, we need to move 30 minutes a day. Okay, I'm gonna make that move, but I'm like, I can't see dealing with pain. I don't like pain. I realize I don't like pain, and I can't function dealing with that. And I can't imagine somebody dealing with accepting that for that suffering for that long. I'm like, I can't. I cannot. So I am working with Dr. Sunzi and Yadrata and Ray Smith on some kind of program that involves tapping and sound baths. Somehow it just seems like the two and two just go together. So
Yeah.
that's gonna be amazing.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah, we doing some things and some things, but it's all about that healing and just taking the necessary steps to heal. And I'm realizing there's a lot of people just set in their ways on a lot of different things. I'm like, oh, okay. So like even with my client, I put a few drops of that oregano oil when I do her feet, her pedicure. I put a few drops of that oregano oil in that basin water. And it's great because it's antifungal and antibacterial. So it's gonna go in there and, you know, kill whatever bacteria and stuff maybe and be on the toes or in between the toes or anything like that. Great for getting rid of odor. And what? You know, sometimes I tell I don't even tell my clients what I'm doing. I'm like,
Right.
they just happy somebody touching their feet. I'm like, okay, well, guess what? I ain't gonna tell you everything that I'm doing, that I'm putting some extraness into this, that, you know, the Epsom salt, maybe a little black salt, maybe some Himalayan pink salt. You know, we're doing a little extra to help you out energetically and everything like that. So
Oh, that's nice. I'm sure they appreciate it. They might not know what's going on, but you doing something. They know she helping me some kind of way.
right.
Well, thank you for sharing that, Danielle. Ooh-wee.
Well, it's like
so
when we
very
get our
welcome.
car fixed, the repairman, the maintenance man doesn't tell us everything he's doing to our car, and we just know, whoo, my car running so much better.
Exactly. That's right.
Yeah, Evelyn, you looking for a foot doctor?
Yes.
My family, they swear by the doctor they go to.
Okay.
My mama went there, my aunt went there, Uncle D went there, Pam goes there, her twin
Mhm.
goes there,
Mm-hmm.
Rita goes there. So I guess I went there one time. Yeah, so they've never complained about him, and he takes good care of them. So
Okay.
yeah, just call Star when you're ready to go and see if the insurance and all that stuff works out for you.
So
Okay.
I need him at the health fair too.
Mhm,
You
mhm.
know, I know everybody doesn't have time for that, but they can at least recommend somebody who has the knowledge, you know, things that they know that people that need to be shared with people.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
Is he black? Is he black?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. It does, well, you know, just as long as he cares about people.
Mm-mm.
Well, like I said, just
If your mama loved him, so okay.
yeah, Mama, Aunt Edie. Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't think
Them was my girls.
I don't think he's white, but I know he takes care of them. Mhm.
Mhm.
Took
Okay.
care of them, and still does Pam and Doris, and not Doris, Sharita, Pam, Tyrell. Yep.
Where is he located?
And Hamtramck.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a nice little town.
Mm-hmm.
You might not be white all the way.
Yeah, he's not. I was just say he's not white.
Right.
Yeah. My girlfriend stays in Hamtramck, and I was gonna say she drives barefoot. She has shoes that she can slip her feet out of.
Okay.
I've done that before.
And
I've
I
done
feel
that
I think
before.
it's a little more you have a little more control over the pedal because you know having the shoes on, I was thinking about that too. So,
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
Did somebody just pull up their shirt? There, look at the shirt.
No, she's standing. She's Dietrich's wearing it.
I'm standing up. I decided to stand up a little bit, move my legs.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? I appreciate those desks you can get to do your work. It's called working standing desk or whatever. And then work. You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
appreciate that stuff.
Well, that's why I got this thing that's behind me.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, I see it. Uh-huh.
Right, because I got that from the hospital.
Okay.
I didn't get it from the hospital, but that's what they use. And it was at the computer store that I go to. And I had it at the shop so that when I'm walking around and you're teaching, you know, you can move that around and teach your students, and you're teaching online, teaching braiding. and stuff, so you can move it where you were going.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, but then I brought it here because I'm sitting so long that I need to be able to sometimes stand over there
Yeah,
and still sit, but you know, I can stand and still reach.
that's true.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good. Let's see. Okay, Queen, do you want to share anything more about the conference maybe, or the meet? Are we having a meeting tomorrow or today?
Tonight, definitely. Yeah, so everything is really going good. Meeting with the different groups. I have like a list of things, yeah, to do.
Okay, do you know if any of the other Elizabeth that was on the call in the past, are they coming to town or?
No, they're not coming to town. If
Okay,
anything, the internet, because the
okay,
Zoom will be going as well.
okay.
Yeah, and I need to connect with them. Oh, and we are all week. Like today is Tuesday. This was the first Tuesday a year ago.
Wow.
May 1st was yesterday, and it still fell on a Sunday, on a Monday and a Tuesday and a Wednesday. Yeah.
Wow, okay.
1 year ago, let me see, who was it? Mama, Raziya and Stacia.
Okay.
Stacia was on. She was doing the smoothies.
Okay.
This young lady, Sunzi's daughter.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. And she hung about a month.
Okay.
And then she bowed out, and
Yeah.
I think you came in after that.
Yep, I think so. Yeah, because it wasn't that long before Mama Raziya started that she brought me.
Mm-hmm. 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 So the intention, and I'm gonna put some stuff out there about this being a year, and put that out there.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually had put together something for us at 9:30 last night, that we would, come together on Zoom and just do a toast to the birthday. Shoot. By the time 9:20 came around, Pam was sitting over there on the couch. She said, okay, you could tell she wanted to go to bed, right? And so I said, and I'm sitting over here nodding. And then she says, so we're going to do this at night. I said, girl, I ain't even sent it out yet. I've been working on the flyer to put it up there and send it to each one of y'all and stuff, I said, So it was like, I said, we just do it at 9:30, me and you. 9:30, she got up. We did our little toast.
Oh, goodness.
And that was it. That was it. I was out of it. So I said, well, each day is a birthday because we did it every day.
Yeah.
I said, I had started writing. Did I send that? Yeah, I had started writing because I did the flyer, and then I was like writing and getting into it. Yeah, last year, blah, 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 blah. It's our birthday. We celebrating, and who started off, it was Danielle and at peace, and Tuesday it was blah blah blah, and now blah blah blah. And then my brain said,
That's enough.
yeah, it wasn't going to get out there in time. And so I said, well, okay, I think I did post something. I did something on Facebook last night. It might have been the event. I think it was, no, it was the newest one. I put that up last
Yeah.
night.
I did see that.
And just, so yeah, tonight we're really going to go through what needs to be done, because at this point it is about selling the tickets, getting people to register. And let me see. And then I'll be working on some smaller sponsorship kind of things, what I showed you earlier.
Yeah.
About getting with some of my friends and stuff. And I'm just thinking, oh, that really should not be hard, and more come into my mind, and believing the Holy Spirit to tell me who it is. I'm not wasting time. Tell me who to call, tell me who to call.
So that people can come to the door and pay if they need to, because I know I have people that want to come to.
They sure can. Yeah. And so tonight at 4:30, we're going to see the building. Did you get that, Evelyn?
Night or Wednesday?
No, today.
It's today?
She's there on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And for Bridget, the Tuesday was the best day.
Okay.
At 4:30. So whosoever will, just come on down. Also, we have Tacretia. Tacretia comes on when Reverend comes on usually.
Yes.
She is a badass poet.
Oh, okay.
She's a what?
Badass poet. She writes and she does, that's what she does.
Okay.
So she's going to do a number within the show, somewhere in the show. And let me see what else. Oh, so Bianca is she's an artist. So during the show, she is going to, when there's live music or something, she's going to I think it's going to be when they do the gong, the bowls and stuff. She is going to create art right in the midst of all of that.
That's neat.
And then we're going to auction it off at the end of the night.
Oh, nice.
And then she's going to take 75% and Elizabeth's going to keep 25% of whatever is raised.
Right. What time today? 4:30?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, I can be there.
Okay, great.
Okay, good. All right. Oh.
Is RJ okay?
Mama
Evelyn, is RJ okay?
Yeah, he just had a little sore throat. He's fine. He's fine. He just, milking that for all it's worth. So we don't want, if he has a sore throat and feeling kind of under, we don't send him.
Okay, all right.
So how did the week of patience work with you, Mama?
Oh, I love it. I love it. That works for me. It works. It really works.
Tell the sisters what you've been the transformation that you experienced with your grandson and patience and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I could be a drill sergeant about getting, wherever you got to be on time. It's like, come on, let's go do it. Come on. Come on, let's get it done. Then I get up, I make his breakfast. No, yeah, I'll make his breakfast, I'll make his lunch. I'll set his thermos out. He has to fill that himself. He has to feed the cats, eat breakfast, and get himself together. I'll wake him up. And then Sheena gets up and I'm like, it's on you. I come in here, finish getting dressed. I go get out in the car at about 10 minutes to 8. I back the car out and I'll just put y'all on and sit there until he comes out the door. And I don't call, they come on, I do nothing. I just, when he comes out the door in his own sweet time, he just comes out in his own sweet time. If he's usually been maybe like 5 minutes late, lately. But the responsibility of getting to school is on you.
Right. Good for you for being
Mhm.
able to go and let it be what it's gonna be. Good.
Yeah. And he got his hair cut because he remember I said he wanted the braids, but his stepmother she twisted him. He looks so handsome.
Oh,
He looks so handsome. He looks older.
oh yeah.
And she was
How
saying
old is he, huh? How old is he?
he's 11. He'll be 12
Oh my God.
in June the 12th.
I hear the doting grandparent.
Right. Exactly.
Mhm.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, meeting tonight is gonna be on. We're gonna be packed. We're gonna go to the show. I want y'all to get the feeling of it and how exciting is going to be in all different ways. What's her name? Face Game. Face Game was not to make the lipstick.
Yeah.
She has I think she has her show this Sunday.
She has a pop-up shop this Sunday.
Yes, this Sunday. Yeah.
It's a place called Champs Place in Livonia. I know she's got over 60 vendors. Because I know I'm one of them. So I'm like, if you need to come out and get your Mother's Day gift, come on out. I'll put it in the WhatsApp, the flyer. But yeah, it's a pop-up shop.
Well, good. And she was saying that she's going to be so worn out, she wasn't going to, and she's already committed to another event. So,
Sunday, yeah.
yeah, and I said, yeah, I was thinking about you. And I said, how can you not be about to do a hair and fashion show and stuff? And then you got all those pictures with us with, showing your makeup. You got to be there.
Right.
Got to do a special thing, with bring the pictures and stuff like that and have it all around and da. So she's working on that.
We're working and we're collaborating together. And I have to say, it's definitely an interesting experience because she's old school marketing and I'm new school marketing, and we are trying to work this together. But you're right. She has stuff from the Elizabeths that we haven't posted on social media yet because she's so focused on the pop-up shop. But I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna stand back because the thing about it is, if you're involved in 20,000 different things, people want to know all the 20,000 things that you're doing. Because if they can't make one, there's support on something else. So it's like, yeah, you can. We got some stuff, but that you don't want to just create the content and never put the content out there.
Right.
We don't want to be one of those people. If you got it, push it out there. Don't worry about whether it's the perfect time or just push it out there. Because like I said, I went to Pittsburgh for a funeral for one day. My cousins knew everything that I was into. How's Tava going? What's the belly dance? And I'm just like, damn, how did it? Oh, because I put it on social media. Okay. And I had aunts and uncles ready to buy for me right, did you bring any samples? Can I get some of this? Did you? And I'm just like, I'm glad I did have my samples on me, but I'm like, they were ready to support me because I'm constantly posting what I'm doing. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep posting because y'all giving me the response that I need to know. And that's not just your family, that's also with your client base and your potential client base as well. You gotta keep pushing your stuff out there, but keep it in a rotation so that people don't get bored. But
Right.
yeah, I'm just dropping little tidbits because I'm gonna be up there for like what, 45 minutes? Yeah. Yes.
Mhm.
No, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Are you going to, Danielle, are you going to show them, are they going to do any activity?
It's going to be some interactive stuff pertaining to the Elizabeth conference. So it's pretty much how I used to do my classes over at Everett. Pretty much the same thing, but it's enough to get you thinking about how you can do this for your business or apply to your life. And then I have my boot camp and my, what is it, 5-week class. So you can really dig down a little bit deeper, if that makes any sense.
Well, what about,
So yeah,
how long would it take out of that presentation for them to all end up with their, what's that thing called? You know, where their card with their name on it and stuff. What's that called? Hi, hello.
it takes about 2 months for a tech person, maybe about 2 minutes. I can include it in there. I can include it in there. And then also have it set up where if they need, I can have the QR code up all over the place where they can just, pull it up themselves and create it, because it doesn't take that long, but some people.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, let's say if you allot it, we're going to take the next 10 minutes and we're going to all create about this so that they actually go through and now they all have and they know each other. So they'll be like, do mine, here's my information and stuff. So there's that activity that they're walking around all day, and then they're showing each other how to do it. They weren't in this session, they show each other. And then and if you have somebody at your station that if somebody didn't do it, they can walk up to them and they'll show them how to do it and stuff. That will be an activity that everybody can do that's going to be beneficial to everybody. And because everybody is doing it, they will share it with one another. So, if they don't know how to grab from the other person, they're going to learn it because everybody's going to be in there sharing their information with one another. I think that would be a great kickoff for the social media and for the event of them capturing one another's information. What y'all think?
It sounds good, to me. But I'm just thinking about if it's a lot of things going, to do steps and they don't get it, quickly, will it become too overwhelming for some people? But it sounds.
Yeah, that's okay because they have the whole conference to figure it out.
Oh, okay.
So they're walking around and if I got it, then, and my neighbor didn't get it, or I walk up to her and say, which this happens, the last event that I went to with Saida, she says, one of the girls is doing, I'm like, how, can you show me? And then they just walk over, yeah, this, and then, yeah, okay, now you got it. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, cool. Then you go to another person. See, that's the conversation that then I learned this at the conference under Danielle's class. And so she's going to show, and I want to take her workshop now because I accomplished this in 10 minutes, even though, because you just want to give 10 minutes. Now we're going to do this. Find a picture, pull it up. You can change it later, but right now, just pull a picture up. Put your dog's picture up. It don't matter. Put a picture in there. And then like that. Now they're walking around engaging with that. They're excited that they learned that,
Yeah.
and everybody is helping one another. So that would be a good
Well,
exercise.
Indicated that they have time to go through this process throughout this conference, so it won't be pressure.
Right.
They feel that they can accomplish it. It's no rush.
Mhm.
Based on you meeting other people and they'll help you. That'd be
Right.
great.
And then
That's a great
at
takeaway.
yeah, and then at the station, at Danielle's station, where they can sign up for other workshops, there's a person there, a young person that they're there to help them
Okay.
the whole day. Okay, well, okay, okay, I'll be back in 10 minutes. Now, don't let nobody else get it. I'm next, So yeah, I think that would be good. What you think, Danielle?
Danielle, are you there?
To the other room.
I
Take
know.
She's with her patient, isn't she?
Yeah. So anyway, that's one of the things of like you said, engagement and getting to know one another, because now we all did the same exercise. Now
Right.
we can help each other so that by the time you leave, yeah. So that's one of the things. Oh, so Mother's Day. In honor of Mother's Day, we're asking all of us, and we're going to ask when people register, we're going to send them a link to send their picture in. And Star is going to create a PowerPoint, and my husband, my brother is going to do a poem for the mothers. And so it's going to be dark in the room, lights down. He's going to be in the back where he just says the poetry.
Yes.
And all of our mommies are going to be shown on the screen.
Oh, that's nice.
With Philip is going to do the music for it and stuff. And then that's going to be our dedication and honoring our mothers.
Okay. Oh, that's nice.
So what about the virtual participants? So I'm gonna be in Georgia with my mommy. I don't know what, she's gonna be up to watching that at that time, but what opportunity is there for those who may be, distant? Do we have the link?
You would, when we give that, when we put that, are you talking, there's a link for the Zoom?
So that you can be on the Zoom while the event's going on?
Yes.
So that's on the website?
No, when you register.
Okay, so in order to participate virtually, there's still a cost.
Yes. But okay, so there is a cost, and but if you want to just have them to come, you would just have to give them there's a cost. And then there will also be a donation thing. So in other words, we are opening it up. We need the money, and I'm working on other ways of money coming in, like scholarships, that some businesses would give a scholarship, and that would cover the cost to pay the bills. But yes, a person can go online now, and they would get both the physical address, and the internet.
Okay, so I would just need to know how much it's gonna cost me to be able to pop in on Friday. What time do things start on Friday?
It starts at noon, and it's $20. $20 for one person, $50 for 3 people.
Okay, so I'll be able to pop in on Friday. That's the 1-day fee.
It's period. It's just flat across, so you can come in and out anytime you want to. Both days.
Okay, for any of those 3 days, whether I'm
2
on
days.
Friday. Huh?
Friday and Saturday, not on Mother's Day.
Oh, not on Mother's Day. Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Mhm.
Okay. And that's gonna be kind of cuckoo for me because I'm gonna be flying to Georgia Saturday. So I'll figure out how I can connect in. But once I register, the virtual link is there. I'll have it then, right?
Yes.
And it's a flat $20 for both for the 2 days.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Welcome, honey.
All righty, I'm gonna need to get off now.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
You all have a
Y'all, let's see you this afternoon, Queen.
Yes. Danielle, you gonna be able to come?
Yeah, I'll be able to come because I got vendors asking me if there's an elevator, and I'm like, I don't know how to answer a question.
No, she just texted me. No elevator. They do have a ramp for them to get in. You know,
Yeah,
a
that's just as
ramp,
long.
but not an elevator. So the person has to. One of the vendors was concerned about that. She can walk down the steps, but she can't, carry her stuff. She just needs help when she gets there.
Who
But
is that?
I don't remember offhand.
Okay.
I think she asked you.
Okay. Was that Lisa?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Huh. Now I wish I had bought one of those wagons.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I'm good as long as I don't have to go up steps. If it's just a ramp going down, I can just, I have a little rolly cart. Yeah, that'll be just as long as it's a smooth surface. That's good.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I'll see y'all this evening.
Love y'all.
Whoever will, let them come. Let's do this, y'all. All right, hug the world.
Oh.
Hey, Lita. Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out. Peace out.